I researched hundreds of faceless Instagram accounts and personal brands to find the 7 best niches that will actually help you grow and make money in 2025. But before we get into the niches, I want you to take a look at this. This is a faceless account that started 1 year ago and already has over 1.5 million followers. But so far, they've only made a few $100s from this account. Compare that to this faceless Instagram account. They also started 1 year ago and they've only grown to about 50,000 followers. But they recently revealed that they've made over $300,000 since they started. So how is it that one Instagram account with way less followers is making 1,000 times more money than this account who has significantly more followers? The answer is the niche. The first account is entertainment content. They're basically just reposting viral clips from around the internet, hoping to go viral by appealing to as many people around the world as possible. Whereas the second account is an educational niche. It teaches people about digital marketing, which is interesting to a smaller number of people around the world. But the people who do follow this account are actually willing to spend money improving their skills in this area of their life. As you can see, the niche you choose plays a huge role in how much money you can actually make from your Instagram account. And this was something that I wish people told me when I was first getting started on my journey, because a lot of online gurus mislead you by telling you that you'll make millions of dollars on Instagram and YouTube, but they set you up for failure by not clarifying that the niche is an extremely important part of that process. And that is why I've made this video sharing these 7 top niches for you to monetize in 2025. I'll be rating each niche on a scale of 1 to 10 for earning potential and for viral potential. That way, you can make an educated decision for once on how to move forward. So with that, let's dive in. The first niche on my list is love and dating. Check out this girl. She was recently on Shark Tank, yeah, the show, and landed a deal with the one and only Mark Cuban. On the show, she said that in her second year, she already had made $1.5 million from her business, which all runs through Instagram and TikTok. She basically gives out dating advice to men who need help talking to girls. Oh, and side note, I have no idea how she ended up on my algorithm. But what's cool is you could very easily replicate this kind of content and make it faceless with AI. Look, I'll show you how to do it in 30 seconds. First, come to ChatGPT and ask it for a realistic image of an attractive girl with green eyes, or whatever features you like. Then, drag that image over to HeyGen, and now you're gonna upload your avatar and just give it a script. Super easy. Now you can pump these videos out as fast as you want. And you know the niche is good because literally Mark Cuban is interested in it. Now, all you need to do to monetize it is create some sort of a back-end course, program, or service, and you could be landing deals with guys like Mark Cuban. And look, it's not just this girl. This dude is making millions in the dating space, this guy teaches you how to meet girls, and all these faceless theme pages do as well. So all in, I'm gonna give this niche an 8 out of 10 on the viral scale and a 9 out of 10 on the monetization scale, because at the end of the day, dudes are willing to do whatever it takes to meet a hot chick. The second niche on my list is the digital marketing niche. And this space is more relevant now than ever because people are realizing just how important it is to have a presence on social media. Like I mentioned, this faceless page with just 58,000 followers has made $300K since last February. That's enough money for you to buy like 3 Rolexes and a brand new Lambo if you're into that. Here are a few examples of viral content in this space for you to get inspired from. And the cool part about this niche is that you can do it completely faceless in so many different ways. I actually put my money where my mouth is on this niche, and I've grown my own account in this space. And actually, my page just reached 1 million followers in about a year and has made me over $100,000 since starting it. In fact, just a couple weeks ago, I landed a brand deal that paid me $4,000 for one single Instagram reel on this page. Imagine making that kind of money with a faceless page where you literally spend 3 hours a month on it, and it runs almost entirely on autopilot at this point. And guys, most people would gatekeep this kind of info from you, but I'm not only going to tell you about this niche today, but I'll also be making the most in-depth, full, detailed step-by-step video about how I reached 1 million followers, and even walk you through the secret sauce of how I've monetized it if we can get at least 5,000 likes on this video. But again, back to the niche, the reason this is working is because people are finally waking up and realizing that having an audience online literally literally equals more revenue. Whether you're a personal brand, a company, or a faceless page like mine, the more followers you have, the more money you can make. So for this niche, I'll rate the virality score a 9 out of 10 because look, I've gotten over 100 million views on this account in just the last 90 days and well over 1 billion views total since we started this account. And then for monetization, I'll give it a 9 out of 10 as well. Again, no gatekeeping. This is a great niche. The third niche might surprise you, and it is the supplement space. I guess that really means it's more the health and wellness niche, but I'm gonna call it the supplement space because that's what you need to start printing some of that sweet Wi-Fi money. Look at this faceless Instagram account. They just got over 13 million plays on this reel and have gained over 112,000 followers in just a few months. And oh look, of course, they are slinging supplements. We can get a sense for how much they're making by coming over to a tool called CaloData. In this tool, which is not sponsored by the way, we're able to track viral TikToks and see how much money they're making slinging supplements. And in case these numbers aren't inspiring, Liver King's net worth is $310 million from selling supplements. And guys like Paul Saladino or Santa Cruz Medicinals are also making a killing. I'm gonna have to give this niche a 9 out of 10 on the virality scale because it's kind of emerging over the last couple years, and every person on the planet should care about their health. And then I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10 on the monetization side of things because people are always willing to spend money on their health. In fact, personally for me, the most important things in my life look like this. Oh, and speaking of important things in my life, some of you might have noticed that my channel, Digital Income Project, mysteriously disappeared from YouTube a few weeks ago. Like it was literally deleted. Luckily, I was able to get it back, obviously, but I'm still pretty shocked at what happened. I really appreciate all the messages I got from you guys while it was down, and I will be sharing what happened in a future video so that you can learn how to avoid this issue or get your channel back if this ever happens to you. I'm still gathering some of the facts, but guys, just wait till you see how I plan to get sweet revenge against the people responsible. The fourth niche that we're going to talk about today is crypto. And before you judge, hear me out because crypto is in the middle of a massive bull run right now. So this one is a bit time sensitive. Faceless accounts like these are literally making tens of thousands of dollars in advertising by promoting various crypto projects. And the reason for that is that crypto is one of the fastest ways to get ultra rich in 2025. I mean, literally in my last video, you guys saw how easy it was for me to make over 50 grand from a meme coin called NPCS. But some of the people who are making the most amount of money in the crypto space are these kinds of faceless accounts, because they not only get paid to promote projects, but they also hear about new and upcoming projects before the masses do. Like for example, Trump launched a meme coin a couple weeks ago that went to a $30 billion market cap in like 24 hours. And side note, yes, your boy Dip got in early on that and made a pretty fat bag, but imagine if you somehow got access to that information before they launched. That's what's possible when you've created an audience interested in crypto. You could promote other projects, you could launch your own meme coin. Basically, you get the point. If you start a page in crypto, even if you're blind and deaf, you're gonna make money. And that's actually why I've been growing my own page in the crypto niche, and I'll be sharing the results of that page with you soon. The fifth niche on my list is the looks maxing niche. And this covers fitness, weight loss, makeup tutorials, whatever helps you become more attractive. And I do think that this kind of relates back to love and dating because people are always going to be interested in doing and looking their best. The reason I chose this niche is because I know fitness coaches who are making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month through their Instagram page. And on the monetization side, I think that this is a space where people aren't necessarily paying to learn something. They're almost more so paying to have someone hold them accountable. And I don't usually like to share my own personal details or journey, but my whole life, I was pretty skinny. I was always very athletic. For example, I won MVP of Michael Jordan camp, best defender of Kobe Bryant camp, and I set a state record in high school for steals in a basketball game. But I was always really skinny. No matter how much I lifted, I just couldn't put on weight. So recently, I started working 1v1 with a coach to help me put on some size. And I found him through social media. So that should go to show how much of an opportunity there is right now. I'm gonna give this niche a 6 out of 10 on the virality scale because it is very saturated, but I'll give it an 8 out of 10 on the monetization side. And there's unlimited inspo on this, but you could check out guys like Kinobody, Greg O'Gallagher, Adam Frater, or Knees Over Toes guy. The next niche is the money niche. And what I mean by that is any way that you can help someone make money. That might be entrepreneurship tips like these, that might be investing tips like these, or it could be an account like this. This account is all about dropshipping, and my goodness does it get a lot of views. I noticed that so many of these pages that help you make money are completely faceless, making the barrier of entry super easy. Like this dude teaches you how to invest in real estate through Section 8 housing, and he crushes it. I'll give this niche a 10 out of 10 on the virality scale because literally everyone is interested in making more money, and a 7 out of 10 on the monetization side because it is a little bit more challenging to put something together that actually works. And for the final niche, since you made it this far in the video, I'm going to give you one of my favorite niches of all time. And I'll even show you how I used it to make over 500 grand myself. And believe it or not, it's not dropshipping or anything money related. But before I do, for any of you struggling to find a niche, I want you to try to use this funnel. This is what I call a niche funnel. And let's just say that we're talking about the fitness niche. Up here, this is really broad. So again, it could be anything related to fitness. But down here, you have your super niche topics like men trying to gain muscle mass on the carnivore diet. What you need to understand is that these two ends of the niche funnel are working against each other for your goals. You might be able to get a ton of views by keeping your content super broad and applicable to anyone around the world, but you're only going to convert and make money by niching down here. So what I recommend is that whatever niche you choose, you should start your content out up here when you have 0 followers. And as you grow your audience, then you slowly start niching down more and more so you can actually make money. And if that didn't make sense, watch it again because it is very important. So finally, back to my favorite niche that I've used to make hundreds of thousands of dollars. This niche is the health niche. Look, here's a post that got over 100,000 likes. And here are a bunch more that have millions of views, personal brands and faceless pages. And the reason that this content is so viral is because people are sick and lonely in today's world. And let's be honest, a lot of us aren't really doing things that are exactly great for our health. For some of us, that might be drinking too much social media use, online shopping, video games, vaping, you name it. I mean, the list goes on for ways that we can kind of escape our reality and make ourselves feel crappy doing so. So that is where the opportunity lies. If you can create an account that helps people feel better and develop their mindset, then you could be sitting on a gold mine. And again, to give you some personal experience, I grew one of the largest Instagram pages in this niche and was able to monetize it with a software. Then the entire project got acquired by a larger company. Imagine selling an Instagram page for hundreds of thousands of dollars that you literally spend 10 to 15 minutes on. That is what's possible in 2025 if you play your cards right. So I'm going to give this niche a 10 out of 10 on the viral scale and a 10 out of 10 on the monetization scale. And guys, now that I just gave away a bunch of free sauce, go attack this project. I can't wait to see what you do with it.